Welcome back to the channel. Myself and Darwin are again doing a coast to coast. As you can see from the thumbnail, it is the Citroën e-C4X. We've already had this on the channel, we've already done a coast to coast on it, and at the time the original e-C4 without that nice rear end wasn't able to make it. So a lot of people in the comments said if you actually turn on the eco mode, it will do it. And so that's the aim today. We're going to go from Dun Laoghaire to Belmullet, 318 kilometers. You can see here 318 kilometers. Zoom in, and then the actual range on normal mode is 338, and if I change it to eco, that jumps up to 354. It is 18 degrees. There's very little wind, as you can see here anyway, as we go down. So yeah, what we'll do is no doubt we'll be stopping with Darwin and letting her out to go to the toilet. Darwin. Not a very willing support artist here. And then obviously when we get to Belmullet this evening, we will go through what it's saying, about 4 hours, 10 minutes. All going well. And I've 95% battery, so I didn't even give myself the full 100%. So that'll be interesting. Okay, I will stay tuned and we'll see how we're getting on. Thanks. We're just in Strokestown and we are about halfway across the country, and what we have is distance to Belmullet 155, and then we have 156 worth of kilometer range. You can see over here with 46% battery. We've done 157 kilometers, an average consumption of 14.1 and 66 kilometers an hour. On the first third of the journey is motorway, so it's fairly, I keep it at 100%. It has been in eco mode all the way, so which limits the throttle and limits the thermal on it. Then after that, after the toll bridge in Kinnegad, Enfield, I'm not sure what it's called actually, I think it might be Enfield, you're starting to get into more country roads and towns like Belmullet, and you're behind traffic, and then efficiency comes way down, which is good because you're stuck in traffic. Got it down to 12.7 at one stage, but over the whole journey we're at 14.1. When it was on cruise control at 100 kilometers an hour on the motorway, it was stuck at 14.8. So even though you're keeping it to 100, you're still at sub 15 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So it's, yeah, might make a call around Ballina to see if this is going to be the journey. Patricia wants to stop and not take the chance. Wouldn't be a video otherwise, I suppose, would it? As we get further west, I think it's going to be more and more towns, more and more traffic, more and more slower roads. So I think we're actually going to gain that buffer. So yeah, keep tuned to see if we can do the coast to coast from Dun Laoghaire to Belmullet in the Citroën e-C4X. It sounds like Darwin's actually going to sleep there. You all right there, Darwin? Not impressed. Okay, thanks. Didn't make it to Belmullet, just wasn't going to happen. And also eco mode, nobody wants to drive in that all the time. It's only there if you really need it. So unfortunately the Citroën e-C4X did not do the coast to coast without charging, and kind of knew that with the 45 kilowatt hour battery. Temperatures decreased as well, we're down to 14%. We are stopped in Crossmolina, and I'll spin around there and you'll see a bit of an e-Z-Go charger. So again, we're back and we're thankful for the e-Z-Go chargers being placed around County Mayo. And we're up at 17% now at 60 kilometers range. So far the journey has been 34 kilometers per hour at a 13.8, 1006. That's trip 2. Hold on a second. Trip 1 is what we need. 61 kilometers per hour on average, 13.7 kilowatts per 100 kilometers, and 264 done so far. As I said, I have 50 kilometers to get to Belmullet. So probably would have done it on 100% battery, but it would have been tight as well. So, and driving an eco all the way, it's no life really, is it? Comfort is the way to go, and we don't want to be inflicting people on it. And I know people joke about passing by EV drivers wearing their coats because they don't want to use the battery to heat the car. The dog, this is the second time, this is the third time the dog has been out. We stopped in Ballina, but just as we pulled in, another EV pulled up at the charger there. And so I said we crack on to Crossmolina and use the Easy Go. So what I'll do is I'll give an update once I get to Belmullet. But yeah, probably put 5% in here and it would have done it. But as I said, we're going to drive home in a bit of comfort now. Thanks very much. I'll give you an update when I get to Belmullet. Arrived in Belmullet and we needed the charge anyway, that's for sure. Had to pop home and then pop back into town. So we're down to this one. This one. We are at 7% left and 26 kilometers range. Since we started, we've driven 324 kilometers, giving you a WLTP, a kilowatt per 100 kilometers, 14.3, and the average speed was 62. So as I said, needed the charge in Crossmolina. Probably could have done it if I was at 100%, but again, it was all an econ, so we'd have stopped twice, if not 3 times with Darwin anyway, so it would have made sense for us to stop at a charging point. But somebody had asked me to see if I could do it with just on econ mode. Hopefully you've enjoyed our coast to coast from Dun Laoghaire to Belmullet in the Citroën e-C4X. There's a full review on the channel if you're interested in the actual car itself. I really like the styling of it. I really like what they've done to the rear, obviously to give you a lot more range. I was able to drive in Spain back when it was first at its European launch, so good to get it again. And super comfortable seats, that magic carpet ride. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for it. Hopefully if it's subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, please do. We're on a big drive to get to 15,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And remember, leave a comment, like the video and share, and if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. There's Patricia out walking the dog in the rain. Things I do. If you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching.